Hey folks, how y'all doing? Great day today. Had a couple of showings. Put in some offers. Put in one offer. Did a couple of showings. Found another home for another client. Linked up with a third client, or soon to be client. Going to do some showings. That's the great part of the day, is that things are starting to roll. The slow part of the day, so the client that I showed the house to yesterday, they liked it. We had an offer that was due in at 10 o'clock, and I didn't hear anything back till about 11. We communicated for a bit, then it went silent, so I went to sleep. Next thing I know, there was a message that came in at 11:30. I didn't find that out in the morning because I was so tired that I was just knocked out. Got up in the morning. He wanted me to put in an offer. I talked to him about it, how I want to put it in. He said, okay. We write it up. He signs it. We send it in. We send in the pre-approval. Ended up being the wrong one that I had on file. I didn't have the updated one. We got the updated one. It had expired. It was issued back in June. It expired in August 7th, which is 2 days ago. So we called the bank. I called twice. The listing agent called once or twice. My client called once or twice. No answer from the lender at the bank, Bank of America. No voicemail either. It's just, this person's not available. Click out. Finally got a hold of her. Pretty simple. I need pre-approval is expired. I need a new pre-approval for this amount of money. Oh, okay, cool. All right. 2.5 hours later, I get a phone call from her. We can't do a pre-approval right now because it expired, and it's a new one. It's going to take 5 days to do, so I'm giving you a pre-qual. Okay, I might be able to work with that. Keep in mind what I said a minute ago, that all offers were due at 10 o'clock at night. The listing agent was kind enough to let me drop in an offer early in the morning. And he kept asking me, he's like, where's the paperwork? Where's the paperwork? So that's telling me that I had the best offer because it's willing to entertain it. Otherwise, they would have picked another offer and said, bye, right? So I'm chasing this. They want proof of funds because it's a high down payment. I'm chasing the proof of funds. My client calls Bank of America, says, I need a letter for a proof of funds for my down payment amount. He messages me back and says they've never done one. They don't have a template how to do it. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? They made him fill out like some kind of a loan application of some sort that has confidential information on there. And I'm not going to forward that to the listing agent. So I'll get back to him. I literally went on Google, typed in proof of funds letter for Bank of America. There it was. I'm like, this is what I want. I want this letter, just like that, with your name on it, and the amount of down payment. Not the amount that's in your bank account, just the amount of down payment. He's like, okay. Calls me back a little bit later. He says they won't have it till the morning. I reach out to the listing agent, relay the information. He's like, I'm going to let the sellers know. And I pretty much tell him, like, hey, you got to do what you got to do. I'm sorry. I apologize. We had to give you the runaround. But at the end of the day, you do what you need to do. You got to serve your client. I'd love for you to hold off. But if your clients are getting antsy, I'm sorry, so we'll see what happens. If that was my lender, or not my lender, the lender that we work with, who's with Legacy Mortgage right now, if that was my lender, he would have had that pre-approval letter done up as soon as possible. One thing that I heard from the lender from Bank of America when I was talking to her was, oh, I was busy all day. I had stuff to do. Okay, so your client that's buying a house for a big chunk of change that is going to be paying you is not that important for you to drop what you're doing for a couple of seconds or in between things that you're doing and hit that. and get back to the real estate agent and your client and touch base with that. So it's not important. That's why I always emphasize, and I've done a few videos on this before, forget your bank. Find either a credit union. Yes, they're banks, but they operate a whole lot better. Find a credit union, or go with a mortgage lender when you're buying a house. Go find a mortgage lender. Find one that's available 24/7. Obviously, they're not going to be 24/7, but they're not going to take weekends off completely. They're going to answer your call eventually. They're going to get back to you. They're going to help you out. Now, probably going to end up losing this offer. God willing, I don't. They hold off. But if I lose this offer, it wasn't because we had bad paperwork. It was because the lender was taking their sweet ass time to work, and they only work on certain times. So get yourself a mortgage lender when you're buying a house. Okay? That's my gripe for today. That's my gripe for today's Daily Dibs. I went over the limit I wanted to go, but it is what it is. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you want to talk more real estate, give me a call, 810-209-4311. Send me an email, josephg@refacmi.com. And check out my website, realtorjoeg.com. I'm Joseph Smail with Real Estate for a Cause in Grand Blanc, Michigan. Enjoy the rest of your night. Be safe. Watch out for bikes. And as always, God bless.